Welcome back to Whodle week 9, and here we are on April 26th. And again, I feel like I immediately know what this is. We've been on a streak lately. I think this, if I am right this time, will make it 6 first guesses in a row, controversy aside. Um, I just see this field and I think of one thing and one thing only. And maybe it's sad, but I'm actually thinking more of the artist rather than I am the episode of Doctor Who, because I see this and I immediately think of Vincent van Gogh. Or Van Gogh, depending on pronunciation. So I think this has to be Series 5, Vincent and the Doctor. It is a nice quick one in one. Let's look through these images here. There's the church that they stake out and Vincent paints. Just the night sky. I think this would have been a hard image one. I think. I know what the shot is now, but I think that would have been a hard image one. A very, very clear image. And there's Vincent himself. Incredible, incredible. I mean, the ending of this episode is one of the most iconic things in all of Doctor Who. The might be the most viewed Doctor Who YouTube video, potentially. Yeah, great. The whole overall episode is pretty good. The ending is legendary. Really happy with that. It's Whodle, April 27th. And we're looking at some form of ceiling with a hole in, maybe? That's what it looks like to me. Perspective is difficult. Again, we have the black bars, top and bottom. Whisker era, we know that. I've got two ideas in my head. I'm thinking potentially Demons of the Punjab. It's been ages since I've seen it, but I'm thinking the aliens in that turned out not to be bad, maybe had a base like this, and it kind of fits the style of that story. And if not that, the other thing I am thinking of is maybe the Ghost Monument. I'm just kind of getting early Whittaker vibes from it, so definitely Series 11. And I'm thinking it maybe at one point they go in a building that has a roof like this. They're both quite weak grasps, but I think my stronger one's Demons of the Punjab. No, I'm wrong, and we are tracking something. There's some form of compass on a very modern-looking phone, which is a bit odd. And I'm not exactly certain whose hands we got here. Looks like we're looking at some sort of vault. So maybe I was right with my other one. Maybe this is the Ghost Monument. Still not certain what this is, but maybe this is where obviously they're tracking a prize. Maybe this is just before they get attacked by the ghost rags and we get the first ever hint of the timeless child. I think it's my best bet is to go the Ghost Monument. Oh, okay. Well, another off by one. Oh, I'm blown away. Well, there's salad on the floor, so that's Salad Man. That's Eat My Salad Halloween. It's actually Series 11, Episode 1, The Woman Who Fell to Earth, Jodie Whittaker's first ever episode. Not certain what this is. It's been a long time since I've seen it. The only time I've seen it is when it first aired. In that story, she does do something to Ryan's phone and wipes it out, and she's like, oh, sorry, it's done now, and they're using that to track Tim Shaw, and there she is. I think it's Jodie wearing Capaldi's baggy outfit on her, and there's salad on the floor from Eat My Salad. It's got to be Woman Who Fell to Earth. It is. That was a bit bad actually, but I'll take it in 3. God, I'm getting 3s a bit more often lately. Maybe dictionary's really upped the difficulty. Thank God for the salad on the floor. Really set me straight. There she is with the fam. And there she is building a sonic screwdriver. Okay, in 3. The end of a 6-in-1 streak, so a bit down about it, but I wasn't getting that in 1. Whodle, April 28th, and super, super quick one here. This is a man, but it's not really a man. It is a clockwork dummy, although they've improved their look since the days of hiding under Renette's bed in The Girl in the Fireplace, and this one has been potentially murdered in cold blood by the newly regenerated 12th Doctor, and he is about to wake up in heaven with Missy. This is Peter Capaldi's first story. It's Deep Breath, just after having Whittaker's first story yesterday. Yes, indeed, it is Deep Breath. So yeah, there's one of the clockwork dummies. Oof, that would have been a difficult first shot. I tell you that. That would be really difficult. I think I would have, maybe would have got there. Again, it's always hard to know. I think I would have known it was Capaldi at least. There's Clara getting absolutely whacked by Strax throwing up the newspaper. Okay. Yeah. Deep Breath, a great first introduction to a Doctor story. Nice to see the bad guys from Go on the Fireplace back. They're on the ship Marie Antoinette. Sister ship of Madame de Pompadour ship. Quite a fun little callback. Easy in one for me there. April 29th of Whodle. And it's the bit where I'm worried I'm sad again because I saw this and was like, oh yeah, it's obvious what this is from. A gardening tool on the floor. Some poor old person must have just dropped that after getting kidnapped by a Reaper. My brains go straight to Father's Day. Rose changes history. Reapers start coming down. People start getting ate by the Reapers. Children in play parks and just people tending to their gardens. It's got to be Father's Day. It is. Again, don't know if that's sad or not, but it's funny what stays in your head. There we are. Yeah, that's the play park that all the kids get taken from. There's the TARDIS key after the Reaper. I'm guessing this is after the Reaper flies into the TARDIS after the Doctor's already been taken. And burns up the Reaper, hitting the hot TARDIS key. There's a Reaper POV. And there's the TARDIS just being a normal, well, not even a normal police box, just an empty police box, because time is well and truly messed with, because Rose has pulled a mad one. Father's Day is an incredible story. Really, really emotional. Sometimes I miss the emotional beats we got so early on, like proper, like makes you feel for all the characters, and it's the first story you've ever met. Pete, Rose's dad, just really, really great, really solid. I mean, series one as a whole, just incredible. Well, very happy with that. It's Whodle, April 30th. We've got a countdown. I'm not immediately sure what this countdown is from. I would definitely lean from the style being towards RTD era. Not a definite, but just one of those gut feelings. There's a couple of things in my head. There's 42, that's all about countdowns. Classic early Chibnall style, but this definitely isn't on the ship in 42. There's a few things. The one that's leading in my mind, and I guess what I'm going to go for, and I've gone wrong on this story multiple times, at least once, maybe twice already, which makes me anxious to pick it. But it's the Poison Sky, when they're going to start firing missiles, nukes, everything up at the Sontarans, and Martha, who's already been replaced, uses her phone to stop it. Because this could be in the little unit vehicle where they've got all the screens up. That could be a green shoulder with a red emblem, unit uniform. I think it's my best bet, so I'm going to go once again for the Poison Sky. That is the second part, right? Yes, it is. But it's wrong either way. Oh, very interesting, because this is everyone going Doctor around the world, and they turn him into Super Doctor using the power of words and the satellites. A resolution to an episode I actually quite like it. I don't mind it. I know it's controversial with some people, but I think it was reasonably earned. I guess the Dobby Doctor to God Doctor was a bit goofy though. And he tells her before she leaves, use the countdown. It's the countdown on the Valiant, I guess. And then everyone says Doctor. So it's got to be Last of the Time Lords. The series 3 finale. It is Last of the Time Lords. Didn't think of it. Just didn't cross my mind, even that episode having a countdown in. Yeah, I think if I thought for longer, maybe I'd do better on some of these, but I guess that's not the point. You're meant to just know, right? You're just meant to get it. Oh, the skies are made of diamonds. They're us from the future. Shoot 'em, Tom. Okay, there's old man Tennant in the background. And a good emotional end to the episode again, with Saxon Master refusing to regenerate after being shot by his wife, rightfully so. Yeah, I really like this three-part finale. I understand some people's gripes with the resolution, but I think as Deus Ex Machinas go in Doctor Who, it's actually probably one of the less offensive ones because, I mean, every series pretty much, with the exception of 10, ends with one, so it doesn't really bother me. And also John Sim, a great master. I'll take it in two. Okay, so here we are with Whodle May 1st, and we have some rope next to a cut wire where the sparks seem to be eating away at the rope, hanging off what I presume to be a ceiling. It's kind of weird. The perspective of the shot's kind of weird. I'm assuming this is going along like a ceiling or a roof even, and then down. And immediately gut instinct, the style of the shot tells me Capaldi era. The style doesn't work for Whittaker, and I'm near certain this doesn't happen in Smith era or earlier. And I do have an idea, but I don't know why I have this idea. It's not super confident, but in my head I'm just like, oh yeah, that feels right. And I don't know what this stuff on the potential roof is. I don't know if it's dust or dirt or potentially snow. Snow would point towards me being right with my instinct about what this episode is. I think this could be the second of the two Christmas specials between Series 9 and Series 10. I think this could be the return of Dr. Mysterio. I don't remember the exact plot point of what's going on. It's been ages since I've seen it. But I think maybe Capaldi's using this rope. We're under pressure because the spark's eating away at the rope. Don't want to fool. I could be wrong about this, what's happening. Because obviously one of the characters in this is a superhero and can fly. But it's been a while. But yeah, it's just what's on my mind, so I'm going to go with it. With the return of Dr. Mysterio. It is, so there you go. Sometimes trust your gut. It is that. I guess the style of this is maybe the introduction at the beginning, giving the backstory. Creepy brains with eyes in. This would have been an interesting first one, working out. The news, maybe would have given it away, actually. Yeah, but working out, I'd have been spending ages inspecting the kitchen. Whose kitchen is this? And there's our main cast of the episode outside of Capaldi and Nardole. I really like Return of Dr. Mysterio. I know it's not everyone's favourite. I think it's as Christmas episodes go, it's just fun. That's all Christmas needs to be, really. And yeah, very happy I got that one in one. Don't really know how. Just the image suited that episode in my mind. Very good. Okay, here we are on May 2nd of Whodle, and apparently the style of the latest couple of images are opening with some wires in an obscure shot. Very similar to yesterday. Now, I don't have any immediate ideas. I feel, and I could be wrong here, I feel once again this is probably Capaldi, maybe Smith from the quality of the image. But it's really hard to tell. It could be RTD era. The white wool and the kind of the focus on this doesn't give us much. I'm not sure what this is coming out of here. Problem is, being Smith or Capaldi, I don't know what episode this would be from. I'm really not sure. If I was leaning towards Capaldi era, I think it's when he's with Clara. And that's only because I've only got one idea, and it's Time Heist. That's what's on my mind. Just because this could be spy equipment feeding through a tube, they could be cutting wires. It's all I've got. It's really poor, but it's all I've got. I'm going to go Time Heist. There's clearly someone here, maybe, but yeah, I can't tell. So it's my best guess. Not Time Heist, we're in well, this is definitely Martha's apartment. This is Martha's apartment for sure. And that lowers it down a lot. So I was way off. It was RTD. This is RTD era. Definitely Martha's apartment, not Clara's. That phone stuck in Edgar as well. One of those weird images. I mean, this whole bit is, it's clearly Martha's apartment. I say clearly, like it's a normal thing to just recognise this. But, some things. So there's only 2 episodes I think this can be with this shot, with Martha's answering machine playing a message, and I'm guessing what this is. In series 3, there is the Lazarus experiment, where she's got loads of messages on her phone. 10's just dropped her back after having a few trips. Well, it turned into quite a few trips in the end. And her sister is telling her about her having a new job, and she's going to be on the TV. And then we see, oh, we're going to change what it means to be human. And the other thing would be in the finale. Maybe we'd see this in her apartment. The first part of the finale, that would be Sound of Drums. I think this has got to be the message playing in the Lazarus experiment. And actually, it's just hit me that, yeah, this white thing could be when the Doctor and Martha are trapped inside Lazarus' machine, and he tries to turn it on, and he's in there messing with it. The Doctor's in there messing with it to turn it off. He messes with equipment a lot in this one. So I think, yeah, Lazarus' experiment is definitely the safest play. Very good. Thank God for recognising Martha's apartment. Okay, so, yeah, I'm presuming I'm right about what that is. Martha's apartment and phone. Big red button outside the machine. That's definitely when they're stuck inside the machine. So maybe that first one's from a different point, or maybe it is in there. It makes sense. It's all very white in there. And there's everyone watching Lazarus, Doctor, Martha, all the family. Bad things always happen where he wears that tux. I think decent enough Lazarus experiment. Just some, I'd say poorly aged CGI. It wasn't the best at the time. They just shouldn't have tried to put the face on the monster. It should have just been a big gross monster. But I like the story. The immortality thing's interesting. Mark Gatiss is good in it. Great performance from 10 and Martha. Yeah, I'll take that in too. And there we have it. Another week. Another 7 Whodles. We're doing well, actually, I think. A lot of ones coming in. 1 free, but not too bad. Next week is week 10 of Whodle. I'll probably never stop doing these, unless they get too hard and I get too upset about it. No, very much enjoying it so far. See you all next time.